This is a general reading for Gemini for December 29th through January 4th. So if Gemini is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. For the month of December, I'm again offering a complimentary 30-minute reading for one person who either subscribes to the month of December or puts a comment in the month of December. And I will randomly select one person. Now, to become a subscriber is absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything, and what it does is it helps support the channel. And I'm almost up to 5,000 subscribers. I'm just almost there. It's like I have 4,750 something, I think, right now. Also, if you put in a comment, I do read all the comments. I thank you so much for those, and I do consider suggestions. And thank you so much for supporting the channel. The other way you can support the channel is by, if you like the video, thumbs up. Those three things help the logarithms, which brings more traffic to the channel so that more people can become aware of it. If you are not a subscriber, look and see. If you think you're a subscriber, look at the video you're watching, whether it says subscriber or not, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes. And when you're signing up to be a subscriber, you can hit the notification if you want to be notified when the videos come out. Excuse me. Now I'm again offering, if you want your own personal reading, it's getting the end of the year, so you may want to know what's going to be happening in 2025. The readings are $30 for 30 minutes, $50 for an hour, either live or by video, your choice. Just send me an email. Now this week is New Year's. It is the beginning of a new year, and it's a good time to look at what do you want to accomplish in 2025. And as you are letting go of things that you want to let go, replace them with positive things. In some places they have a ceremony such as a burning bowl, where you take the things that you want to eliminate, any negativity, and then collectively it's put in a bowl and burned. You can also just write it down and cross it out, or put it in water, or burn it. Whatever you want to do as you're letting go of that past. And as you let it go of the past, then you've created a space to put what do you want to manifest, to take that place. If you are, releasing the negative, transmute that into neutral, because then we have the neutral energy for the collective. Think about things that you want to accomplish in 2025, habits that you want to have, maybe changes in that you want to make, maybe more self-care time, maybe taking a class, whatever it is that you wanted to accomplish. Now what I've done is I've written down what I want to manifest, and then I put it aside, and I just leave it. And then at the end of the year, I look at it, and a great portion of what I wrote down, I had accomplished during that year. So this is a time of renewal, of looking and introspection, and going forward. Now, it's also a time of being together with family. And what does Spirit have to say? Also letting go. Take some time. They're saying take some time for yourself this week. Maybe just some quiet time. Maybe to journal, to sit in the corner, just to listen to what your spirit guides want to tell you. I get a sense of maybe you just will take some time to meditate, to listen, maybe to write down. This will be a good time to start your self-care. That's what they're saying. Start your self-care this week. Now, I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards. So let's see what we have coming up. And the very first, oh, look at the Fool. So it's a new beginning. It's absolutely a new beginning this week. Perfect with New Year's. Crossed over by the Nine of Swords. This is new beginnings after a situation has ended, which you're still feeling some, you know, it ended, it was an unfair situation. You have lots of feelings about that you're carrying forward. You wouldn't have a new chapter if you didn't have the ending of this chapter. So it's still responding to the changes in the past, moving forward, but you still have some feelings that you're dealing about that. Now that could also be something that maybe you want to let go of this week, and some of the negative feelings and how you're going to resolve them. And also, I get forgiveness. Maybe it's forgiving people, places, forgiving yourself. You know, that can be part of it. Now, at the base of it is the Seven of Wands. Could be that situation with the Nine of Swords. Behind you was the Destiny card. It's a star card. Now I have to put a little card over it because we have a nude picture. I don't want to get in trouble, so we put that there. So behind you is the star card. So whatever was happening was destiny. It was, you're right on track. That was what was behind you. Now what's on you, ahead of you, in your thoughts, is the Queen of Rods. Right ahead of you is the Page of Rods. You're going to get a message coming up. Maybe with your Fool, so new beginnings. Then we have a Page of Cups, so you're going to get some messages. A couple of messages. Page of Rods, Page of Cups, the Emperor, the Empress. So isn't that interesting? You have the Emperor, which is the male energy, and the Empress, which is the feminine energy of standing in the community, considered to be a ruler or someone that makes decisions or has it all, and they're right next to each other. And then you have the Queen of Swords as the final outcome with Ten of Pentacles, the Empress with the Justice card, making some decisions. Someone made a decision or you made a decision. The Emperor with the Six of Cups, Page of Cups with the Six of Swords. So you have the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords right next to each other. Your Page of Rods with the Nine of Pentacles might be getting a message about a job or some money. We'll go over each one of the cards. The Queen of Rods with the Three of Pentacles. What's on your mind is maybe a new beginning, a new opportunity, a job. Behind you is the Ten of Swords reversed. Seven of Rods with the King of Cups. The Moon crossed over by the Six of Pentacles. So we have three of the sixes. We have the Swords, the Cups, and the Pentacles. Swords, Cups, Pentacles. Swords, Cups, Pentacles. But we don't have the Six of Rods. So, three of the sixes. Now, the Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Swords could be related to home, but it can also be related to a job or some sort of financial situation, work or money. Because we do have the King of Cups. We also have the messages about the Page of Cups, the Page of Rods, and we have lots of Pentacles here. New money, could be new jobs. Maybe waiting about some sort of decision about money is possible, or job, because it is your new chapter. The Fool is looking, very, very optimistic, looking towards the future, crossed over by the Nine of Swords, still in your mind. It's not reversed, so it means that you're still dealing with it. So whatever that situation, you could be no longer employed, or you're looking for a job and you're still dealing with it, maybe tying up loose ends with the work, or waiting for some payment or some resolution of it, or maybe still in the midst of it. But it looks like whatever that situation was, you're leaving it because there's new opportunities. Could be domestic, that ending a relationship, and you're in the middle of it, deciding next steps. It can be not only dealing with the physical situation, maybe you were living together, or you're separating assets, or from some financial concerns, but it's also the emotional aspects of that situation that you're still dealing with. Could be within yourself, could be interaction with other parties related to that, such as a partner. And so you're still in the middle of it. And it's hard to move on when you're still, it keeps bringing it up and up. It's sort of like when and this is the thought that came to my mind, Spirit said, it's sort of like when you're trying to bury somebody, and you're trying to bury this relationship, move on, grieving from it. And it keeps digging it up, and it makes it really hard to move on. So it's hard when you're trying to move past a situation, whether it is at home, like a relationship, or a work environment, when it keeps being brought up, and then you have to deal with it again, and then you have to deal with it again, rather than, okay, I'm moving on. The 5 stages of grief, and the first is denial, and then how can you want to mend it, but you can't. Then the anger, and the depression, and then the acceptance. So if you keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up, then you get stuck in the anger and the depression, because it's always there, rather than being able to move forward. For someone, this is what's been going on. And it's like, and it's hard, because you want to move on. You have other things you need to do, whether it's adjustments related to home, or looking for a new job or something. But then this is always right up in the front, because you're dealing with it. So it's taking a lot of the energy. This is for someone. I really am feeling this now. It's empathically, I'm picking up on the energy of someone, that this is what you're dealing with. And you're like, it's very frustrating for you, because you want to move on, and then this keeps coming up, and it's like diverts your energy. It's like you're trying to go down the road, and it says a detour, and then you have to go and you deal with it again, and then you get back on track. So it's and it's very hard, because you're working on your emotions of trying to heal yourself, and it keeps coming up again and again. Okay, so also know that, you have the star behind you. So whatever happened, because you also had the 10 of Swords, and it's reversed, which means you're healing, but you felt really betrayed. Whatever happened, it's a life lesson, but it still could be part of that lesson, which is not completely, that is still there. So you have to figure out what it is. Is it establishing boundaries? Is it self-care? There's something. So in the midst of that, when you have a time, because Spirit said, about, like on New Year's, take some time and meditate and listen to what Spirit is saying. Take some time and take a deep breath, do the breathing, and look at, it's almost the Hermit card, look at the situation objectively. What is it that you're supposed to be learning? What can you be doing differently so that you can move on? And it's not only you, but it's it can be the other parties too that are not moving on, and they keep bringing it up. It can even be work, or if you were in a bad work situation, and then you see somebody and they want to rehash the whole thing, bring it up, then you just want to move on and go to the Fool card, which is the new chapter. So take some time of what of how you can move forward through this situation. That's what Spirit's saying. Now the other thing is here's the Moon card and the Six of Pentacles. Could be a new job. It could be someone offering you some help financially. And it says that you don't have all the information. So if you're considering a new job or if someone's helping you, there's something hidden about it. Again, Spirit's saying a couple of different ways. It's important for you to meditate this week. You can just, there's different ways of meditation. You can do the meditation tapes, you can do the breathing, but you can even go to a special space wherever you are, such as, like if you're close to the ocean, look at the waves, and that's a real good way to calm and to go into that, meditation. Or a stream of water, or, even looking at the clouds. Sit outside and look at the clouds. It's just stilling your mind so that you can get a good picture of what's going on. Because the moon, there's some things hidden about the work situation. Now, the base of it is, and this is why I think it could be related to relationships, is you have the King of Cups and you have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands, which is evolved from, is, the Five of Wands is argument and discord and confusion. And that could be related, but the Seven of Wands is moving forward from that, having gotten a picture of clarity and then turning those into tools or assets moving forward, that you now have a clear picture related to the King of Cups or a relationship. So it's moving forward from that confusion. Could be related to home. It could be related to moving. It absolutely could be related to a relationship. That now you have a clear picture and you're moving forward. But that it keeps coming. It could keep coming up. It's sort of like, Groundhog Day, that movie, where it keeps, that they keep repeating the same day over and over again. Or a TV series where they have a marathon. So, and it's a marathon, it could be a half-hour program, let's say, and they keep repeating it all day long. Well, it gets a little tiresome after let's say the third or fourth thing you can recite the script. It just keeps repeating like in a loop. Well, you want to get off that, and you want to move on to new things. And so just still your mind. It's the other people too that are involved in it. They want to bring it up. So it's moving forward and stilling your mind and meditating on next steps. Because behind you, it was the destiny card, the star with the Ten of Swords. Now, so it's whatever happened is part of the script, actually. That we have relationships or situations that come into our lives. And there's a lesson that we learn, and then we move on. So we have people in our lives sometimes that we even think that maybe they're going to be a soulmate or a lifetime. Well, they're there for a time, for a lesson. We have an agreement with, our soul cluster that when we come here, we're going to have different lessons, all of us. And we have a role for their lessons, and they have a role for our lessons, vice versa. So they're learning lessons at the same time. And what's ever going on, what happened was in the stars, it's part of whatever you were supposed to be learning. And it was this is reversed now, so you're healing from a sense of betrayal, whatever it was. Could have been a work environment, it could be home. But it's behind you now. It's good because it's behind you. Because what's on your mind, for some of you it could be work, for some of you it could be relationship, is the Queen of Rods, as hardest times are new beginnings related to the Three of Pentacles, which can be financial endeavor or new beginnings related to money. And it's looking at the options that you have. And so you're thinking about it. Do you go apply for a new job? Do you upgrade your skills a little bit so that it increases your skill set, so that you can expand what you're going to be doing? Or maybe you're going to apply for a job in the place where you are currently, or starting your own gig, whatever it is, that you're looking at your options and new beginnings. Balance, new beginnings. It could be someone offering to help you to the Queen of Rods, or it could be your prosperity, your harvest time. This could be you. And there you have the sunflowers, which is very good. Harvest, positive outlet. The Queen of Rods is open, emotionally available, considered to be, helpful. And there she is with her rod, which is her power. She's very self-assured. Now, what's ahead of you is very good, because we have a message about money. Page of Rods. And the Nine of Pentacles could be a job, or it could be money that you're working, and it's almost harvest time, almost there. It's through your hard work. It could be, now the Page of Rods could be that you're hired at a very good job that you've been waiting for. Or it could be you're getting a bonus, or that money you've been waiting for, or the sale of something. And so it's coming right up. So, and I feel someone feeling very, very relieved now that you got this message. You've been wondering when it's going to happen, and now you feel very relieved about this Page of Rods and the Nine of Pentacles. It's something that you've been waiting for. And there was a paperwork tie-up, something that needed to be done, and now you've got the whistle, like in a factory where they blew the whistle at the end of the shift. Well, this is the end of whatever this is, because your prosperity is going to come. It's the end of that cycle, and you've been waiting for it, and you're going to hear, and so things are going to be coming to you, and so you're feeling and then I feel a sense of relief for someone. It's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally it's coming. So I'm saying this for someone. You've been waiting and waiting. Well, it's coming up this week. They may want to clean the books for the end of the year, or it could be the first of the year, because this week crosses two months, and it crosses 2 years. So it's right in this week time, because also what's around you and around the whole situation is the Page of Cups, and moving to a better situation. Now this is for someone. Now, so you get all these messages, and the Six of Swords is moving to smoother waters, you taking control of your life. And the Page of Cups is, it can be moving to a new home. It can be resolving some marital partnership issues. But whatever it is, you're moving, maybe you're moving to a new place. Or maybe you're tying up some things with the domestic situation. That's possible. Or, it could even be moving forward from your work situation that you're now taking charge. But it's very good. And then we have the Emperor and the Six of Cups. Now, the Emperor is generally a person of authority who makes decisions. And it can be the Six of Cups is someone from your past. The Emperor could be someone from your past that's coming in. Can be government, maybe dealing with the government. Could be some decisions that they're making in your favor. The decisions could be related to domestic. It can be different things for different people, but generally the Emperor is government, or a government official, or someone who makes decision. And the Six of Cups is someone from your past. And it could also even be someone from a past life. So it's, I think that there's a decision that was being made, because, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So there's some decisions. Could even be hired for a job with the government. Then you have here with the Empress, that again, there's the Justice card. Something found in your favor. Decisions. Maybe you made a decision. Maybe someone hired you. So there's good decisions. It's the Fool card, and decisions in your favor this week. And then the final outcome. This is very good. Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. That's your outcome this week. Queen of Swords is a very decisive person, strong. She says what she means and she sticks with it. And about the Ten of Pentacles, it could be a decision made in your favor. It could be that you are hired. Something good is going to come now. The Ten of Pentacles is prosperity, but it's not just financial. It's prosperity in all aspects of your life. So you have a very, very good outcome this week. Good things are coming to you, Gemini, after you had your Ten of Swords. That's in the past. The Ten of Swords, you're healing from it. And for some of you, it's moving forward to a new job. For others, it's moving forward for relationships. Okay, someone's feeling stagnated. I got that. Okay, and here's a message from Spirit. That you see, okay, and you're saying, I see people are moving forward for relationships. I see moving forward maybe for jobs or for money. But I'm still feeling like I can't move forward. And I get a feeling like you're stuck and you don't know what direction. I don't know if it's that that you want to leave where you are. It could be either that you haven't gotten a new job, or that you have obligations where you are, or you have the house hasn't sold. Your feelings are just stuck right now. Okay. It's important to let it go. And this is what I did. Let it go and know that the flow. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card because it's going to give you a message about moving forward because you're feeling stuck. But there's a card in here which really resonated with me, that when I was feeling stuck for 6 months, rejection is God's protection. So sometimes it's the timing that you're being protected, whatever it is. Let's say that you move to a new place and really where, the spirit, that it was all lined up, the synchronicity, the place that would be available isn't available at that time, or the new job isn't available, or the person you're supposed to meet isn't there yet. It's that synchronicity. And if we were to go too soon, maybe it wouldn't line up the way that, the flow. So it's being in the flow and letting go. Be in the flow and letting go. That's what it's saying. So let's see the oracle cards that you have here for Gemini, and also for the person that's feeling stuck. I got the energy from that one person. Okay, angels and archangels and spirit guides. I am moving back to the States the end of January. Oh, and I didn't tell you all about my fur babies either. I'm moving back to the States the end of January, 1st of February, back to Las Vegas. And I had the house, and now the house is sold. We're going to sign the first papers this week. And I hear that dog barking outside, and I've contacted my realtor because I'm going to rent first, and I said I need something quiet. That's one of the first things. And I'm also going to create my studio. So I'm buying the camera, I'm buying the microphone, so you won't have to send me any comments about I wish I could hear you. Well, I'm using a cell phone. That's what I've been using this whole time because it's so expensive getting anything shipped to Portugal. And sometimes it's stolen. I had a phone stolen. So, long story short, I'm moving. Now, my fur babies, Nina is going to be in the cabin. She's sleeping here on the table. Milo is going to be flying in the cabin, and I just took him to the vet, and he's 17, and so he had the full scan, and he's in heart failure, but he's on 3 heart pills, and boy, he's really perked up since he's gotten those pills. So, adults can live with heart failure for years. Hope is going to be going, and which is a surprise. And, you know, he's going to be blind and he's hard of hearing, but his heart's good. So he's going to be in a crate in the hold. So I'm going to have to be very careful with him. Jason is to be determined because, you know, he has the prostate cancer. Like today, he's having a good day. Some days he's not having such a good day. So it's a day by day, and I have like 4 weeks. So at this point, he hasn't told me that he isn't going to go. But I'm hoping that if I get him there, that maybe I can take him to the specialist to see if they can't do surgery, since it's just a tumor in the prostate. Angels and archangels and spirit guides, what do we have for Gemini? Any messages for them? Here. Okay, so I will be back in the States, but it was the barking dog that reminded me, because I'm not going to have any barking dogs. Okay, the first card we have is orphaned. So you could be going through a transition where, especially if you were in a domestic relationship or even a work relationship, where you're transitioning from one group to another and you're feeling orphaned because you don't have that connection. So that could be what you're feeling right now, is orphaned, until you make those new connections. To the sea means going in the flow, be in the flow, to the sea, yes. And the last card is time for a nap. This is what I've been saying about you. Take time, and this is time for you. Do some meditation. Listen to what Spirit has to tell you. Take a deep breath. Let go. If you're feeling stuck, let it go. Let it go, and you can even do some things like a ritual thing of saying, you know, I'm turning this over to you, Spirit, the angels, archangels, and spirit guides, and then you let it go. Because if you keep saying, you know, over and over again, that's like, I'm letting it go. Here, let me take it back. I'm letting it go. Let me take it back. So this is just letting it go, letting Spirit handle it. That's what they're saying. Now, I'm going to pull the I Ching card right here. And see, you don't hear my dogs barking. Jason barks. I let him bark when there's people walking by the sidewalk now. I never, well, in Vegas I did too, to deter anybody who had ideas that were not the best. You know, big dogs are a very good deterrent for anybody that wants to break in. That's a very good deterrent. So after, you know, because Jason's a very good watchdog, and I am going to have another watchdog because I like having a big dog. I feel very safe. So I'll go to the shelter, and I'm thinking about a German Shepherd next time. They're very, very smart. Very smart. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. Here we go. What is the card that we have for our Gemini here? Here we go. Repairing the damage. That's interesting. Repairing the damage. What was this one? A steady pace. So repairing the damage, number 18, which is a 9, which is a completion number. Number 18. Okay. When something is rotting, it's time to repair the damage. In the world of human affairs, self-indulgence and corruption grow like weeds in an untended garden. They must be faced squarely and rooted out through bold action. Eliminating corruption and the sloppiness that leads to it is an ennobling human enterprise, as it clears the way for fresh new beginnings. Oh, there's your new beginning. Such repair efforts ultimately lead to supreme success. This is the time to be lean and efficient. The weeds must be rooted out before the whole garden is lost. Fighting decay, indifference, and corruption is not a simple matter. The steps must be evaluated carefully, and planning should precede action. Resist the temptation to strike out prematurely. Gather strength around you and marshal your inner Resources. Arresting decay requires a strong effort. When you do not pay close attention to the process, make your strike as precise and clear as the path of the surgeon's knife. So this can, also apply to relationships. It can apply to a work environment that, it's time to move forward, basically. Now, the Louise Hay affirmation card that we have right here. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What do we have here for our wonderful Gemini? With your new chapter coming up, you got the Fool card. Good new things. It's right here. I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. Now that's important, myself included. So remember, we talked about people with new things coming in, also someone feeling stuck. So this applies for everyone. Let me read that again. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. Okay, now let's pull your meditation card for this week. Okay. Nina is certainly sound asleep, but she likes being under the blanket. She likes her head under this. She's here with the warm shawl again. Okay, what do we have for our meditation card for this week? Right here. North Star, hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. There you go. Thank you so much, Gemini. And the next one, I'm going to be doing the January, plus I'm going to be doing the first quarter of 2025. I was going to do the annual, but I think I'm going to break it down into quarters. So thank you so much. And from Portugal, Nina and I are sending you light and love.